Hi, this is Bill Varney from Your Saltwater Guide, and this is your surf fishing report for Thursday, November 28th. Well, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thank you for watching today, and I hope everybody has a great time with their family and friends today and over the weekend. So let's first start talking a little bit about conditions up and down the coast. Over the last week, we have had some beautiful conditions from Santa Barbara to San Diego. We did have a couple of days of rain in there, but very little wind was associated with it, and that helped to keep the water temperature almost exactly the same as it was in the previous week, which is always great for surf fishing. You don't want this big turnover of the water that makes it cool all of a sudden, or certainly warm all of a sudden, which will take the fish off the bite. So that was really good news, and we really look forward to having basically the same thing happen in this upcoming week, maybe over the next couple of weeks, and the possibility of the water temperature actually warming a little bit over the next 7 days. So we'll have to keep our eye on that. So starting up in Santa Barbara, we had much improved conditions on the water conditions. I think some of the biggest reports that I had were, once again, the yellowfin croaker bite. Boy, they are up and down the coast. There was excellent yellowfin croaker fishing, both at daytime and nighttime. And remember, nighttime is a good time for fishing for those yellowfin croaker in addition to daytime, near the wharf. Just south of the wharf, maybe 100 feet to 200 or 300 yards. We found some good fishing there for yellowfin croakers, both on live baits like lugworms and bloodworms, and on lures like castmasters and crocodiles. Also in that area and off the pier, people using lights or some light at night, or even the light from the pier, was attracting squid. We've talked about how much squid is out there, and there's been quite a few anglers who've been snagging squid to use them either for bait or to take them home and eat them, or freeze them for later. So that's really exciting news, and I think it's possible that in a few other spots, from the Malibu pier all the way up to Santa Barbara, we may see those squid around the piers also at night, so keep your eye open for those. So once again, pretty good fishing up there in Santa Barbara. Much improved in areas like Carpinteria, La Conchita, down in Ventura by C Street, and then farther down into Oxnard near Hollywood Beach, have all been producing some really nice sized perch. You know, you get those small palm size 8 to 12 inches, but we've seen quite a few, probably 10 to 14 inches in that area, and those are just bound to get bigger as these big females come out to spawn. So fishing up in the Santa Barbara Ventura area has been very good for perch. Perch has really been the story up and down the coast. As we work our way down to Malibu, we continue to see the light boats off the Malibu coast, probably from, up from the pier, I would say, the Malibu pier all the way up to Point Magoo and off there. There's quite a few boats up there because there's quite a bit of squid up there. And that squid may pull some of the fish off the beach initially, not perch and such, but the bigger pelagics like white sea bass or maybe even halibut to go out to those areas. But they'll also bring them back into the surf. So I think that area is going to continue to be good. We're going to see some bigger fish from up there. The fish we've been seeing from that area, and once again, it's really been hot at the Leo Carrillo, at Point Magoo, Thornhill Broom. All of those beaches along there, the state beaches along there, have all been very good for perch fishing. And there's been some fish as big as 15 and 16-inch barred surf perch up in that area. Many of those fish are being caught on lugworms and bloodworms, with the exception of some caught on mussel and clams also. Grubs have been working from Santa Barbara to the Mexican border also, 2-inch motor oil colored grubs. There's a bunch of different styles to choose from nowadays. Those have all been working up and down the coast for perch. As we make our way down to the South Bay, not a lot of reports from the South Bay this week. I think they're still trying to get over the headless corpse that floated in at Torrance Beach, but Torrance Beach continues to have good surf fishing for yellowfin croaker and perch down there. We're seeing the same in Hermosa. That hasn't changed too much. I think one of the things we really noticed this week is it's all quiet on the striper front. After all of this news of stripers up and down the coast, particularly, Ventura River mouth, Bologna Creek, Bolsa Chica, all these, Santa Ana River, all these places, San Diego Harbor, that they've been caught. We didn't hear the word of one last week. So it's all quiet on the western front. And I think a lot of that has to do with those fish this time of year will be feeding voraciously and running, quote unquote, during full moon periods. So we have a new moon period coming up right now, and that is going to be replaced by a full moon period in about 2 weeks from now. So I think that when we see that full moon, that's going to be right around, I can't remember what date it is exactly, but around the 15th of December or so, right in that area, I think you're going to have some good striper fishing during that period, and certainly at night during those full moons. So it's been real quiet down there in the South Bay. Orange County, the water really cleared up. It warmed up a little bit. It cleared up. There's a lot less kelp and eelgrass in the water. Perch fishing in Orange County continues to be very good at places like the Huntington Beach Cliffs, the Newport Jetties, down at San Onofre. All of those places have had some 10 to probably 14-inch barred surf perch and quite a few walleye surf perch in that area. Once again, a lot of those on lugworms and bloodworms and grubs. Those have been the three top baits in that area. Orange County also has had some spotfin croaker. We've seen those spotfin croaker at Sunset Beach, down by Anderson Street. We've seen them at the cliffs, caught at the cliffs. There's been a couple caught down at the Newport Jetties, and once again down in that San Onofre area, they've been catching some spotfin croaker. They're still around. This is the time of year that they love clams. They're always going to go after bloodworms, but they love clams too. This is their time of year. So there's still some of those spotfin biting, and I think with our improving weather, we're going to have a Santa Ana condition that's going to build today, get stronger, and then dissipate over the weekend. It's going to provide us with some fantastic spotfin fishing. And then as we make our way down to San Diego, believe it or not, down at right in front of the state park at Carlsbad, a couple of corbina were caught this week on bloodworms. So there's still a few corbina swimming around down there. And although anglers have been catching quite a few perch down in San Diego, they've been really those smaller palm-sized perch in that area. So once again out of San Diego, I thought we'd still see some striper action. Haven't heard that yet, but I think we get back in another week or two as we get closer to that full moon, we're going to see those stripers down there. So that's our surf fishing report for this week. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching our surf fishing report. To learn more about surf fishing, go to yoursaltwaterguide.com, where you'll find videos, dozens of articles, and our weekly surf fishing game plan to help make you a better angler on the beach. Once again, yoursaltwaterguide.com. Thank you so much for watching.